Fresh like I just got a contract. Fresh like I just got a max. Roll up this, we ballin' to the max. Fresh like I got a contract. Moving through the city, we be going. Yeah. Roll up this, you pullin', now you know.
Alrighty, fans, what's up? How y'all doing? Welcome. We are here. We are back. We are live, like Craig Mack, as I always say, with that flavor in your ear. We're live on YouTube right now.com/HNB Media TV, as well as YouTube.com/Hoops and Brews. I am here. This is Hoops and Brews, the show where we drink beer and we talk basketball. Today, we have a special guest with us, a draft prospect out of the way of Texas. I did my research on him today. He's a guy that's considered to be a top 5 draft sleeper right now, so hopefully his stock continues to go through the roof and we can see this man in the league. But, as always, this show stars rapper Pavy. Go ahead, talk to the people, let them know where they can find you at.
As always, man, at Twitter, at Pavy World, Pavy World, all one word. Pavers.com, go check that out. By the way, nice intro, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Nice intro, bro.
Oh,
nice
you like
intro.
That? You like that?
I did like the intro. I did like the intro.
I kind of want to play that again. Can I play that again? Let's play it again. I just edited this intro before we started. Come on, let's
Fresh like I just got a contract. Fresh like I just got a max. Roll up this, we ballin' to the max. Fresh like I got a contract. Moving through the city, we be going. Yeah.
All right, okay. I'm sorry. I had to again. We got that new intro. I had to put something in there because it's been silent because we doing the live streams now. It's a little, I'm getting better. We getting better every week. We getting better. We're still getting better. But as always, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram at RealTPJ. That's RELTPJ. It's a film joke. If you don't get it, you damn dummy. And as always, make sure you like this video. You subscribe to the channel. Please feel free. Go check out all of our NBA content. We have tons and tons of NBA content on YouTube.com/HNB Media TV. So make sure you go and you check that out. We have interviews. We got post games. We got highlights from before for the past 3 seasons. Go ahead, do that. But today on Hoops and Brews, we actually have a very special guest. He is a draft prospect that is considered to be one of the top 5 sleepers according to some of my research that I've been doing. He is a great guy. He is a 4-year actual college athlete. So this is his 4th year. I believe he's in his senior year now. And in his senior year, his stats went up all the way across the board. So I want to personally welcome Lesley Varner Jr. to the program. Lesley, welcome to Hoops and Brews. How you doing, man? How you feeling today?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. We appreciate you. So, we appreciate you, for coming through. And obviously, you're a hooper. So we are hoopers. So we want to talk to you about what life is like as a hooper because we cover the sport. So we want to know what's been going on, how you've been feeling. How's everything going with the coronavirus and COVID, and how are you kind of maintaining things as you kind of, get ready and gear up toward the NBA draft coming up in a couple months?
I've just been taking it really just one day at a time, making sure I'm out the way, but also grinding day by day, making sure I'm consistent in the gym and also keeping in condition while getting a good lift in also. And just the gym starting to open back up here in Texas, and I don't know with the cases rising if they may close soon, so I'm just trying to put in the work while I can.
Yeah. How does that work? Like, I mean, obviously, on days when they want everybody to stay in the house, like, what are those things that you do to kind of help keep yourself in shape when you aren't, able to get to the gym? Well, are you in the house, like, doing a bunch of push-ups and curls on some, some Bo Jackson or some Herschel Walker stuff where they doing 1,000 push-ups a day? That's probably the wildest part ever about Herschel Walker. The man never lifted weights. He just did 1,000
push-ups and sit-ups a day.
I'm sorry, but go ahead, Lesley.
I just got different size resistant bands I do here for strength and stuff, and then I also do a lot of conditioning outside for just running miles around the neighborhood. And then I have a hoop also in my backyard, so I'm just consistent staying outside and when I can, and when it's not raining and it's a good weather, just consistent staying and putting in that work.
But can you for a second just take us back to, I guess, when the NCAA stopped the season? I'm pretty sure it was right before, because you guys are in the WAC conference, so it had to be right before the conference tournaments. And it's like, especially being a 4-year prospect, I feel like that's the conference tournaments and the NCAA tournament are really when a lot of the mid majors because you may not see them on TV, you know, every day like a Duke or North Carolina, but the mid-majors when the conference tournaments comes, all those games are, you know, on TV. So can you just take me back, I guess, to when they canceled this season, where you were, what you guys were doing, how you found out, and just what was your reaction to it?
Oh man, we was very excited just going out to WAC Vegas this year because that's where we have our tournament at, is Las Vegas every year. So we arrived on I think it was like a Tuesday, and then we were supposed to play Thursday. So we arrived Tuesday, we rest for Tuesday. Then Wednesday we woke up, had practice at UNLV. It was a great practice, and we was ready to play on Thursday. So when we got back to the hotel around Wednesday night, our coach told us just to stay alert because the game might get canceled because of the coronavirus and how much it rose over the time. So as we woke up for breakfast, coach called us down and was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, guys, and especially my seniors, but it's become a epidemic in the world, and they canceled the whole tournament and everything." And that's just all he had to say for us and how much he was sorry. And we just had our end of the year discussion with him, and that's all he had for us.
So like after that, just like what was your process? Do you go back to school? Do you go back? Like what do you do after like, okay, well, they just canceled my season? Because I'm sure like college campuses really weren't even having classes at that point in time. It's like, what do you like? What's the process?
Yeah, it was devastating at first. It was kind of surreal. So we just had to just take some time to think about it, talk to our parents, talk to our coach, and just find what the next great step for us to be, and just take it however we need to take it.
And as far as like draft wise, like what's been the process for you? I mean, because like I said, obviously, you know, how much do you think not having that college tournament could have possibly you know, affected you as far as stock and also as far as, you know, people getting to get some more tape on you? And just again, like what's the process been like, you know, because obviously the combine would have happened, the draft would have happened already, the combine would have happened already. I don't even know if there is going to be a combine. Is there going to be a combine?
I don't. It's not even really for sure right now.
So what's the process? Do you even get to contact team? Do people get to contact you? Like what's the process?
Mhm. As of right now, like it's been NBA teams contacting my college coaches and also my agent. So that's kind of how they're going about it this year, just contacting more, going through agents and schools of that sort. But we also can talk to the teams also. And I have a couple calls already about to be set up in the next couple months.
Makes sense. Well, congrats on that first and foremost.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, so it's been a really interesting, because I was really wondering about this. It's been a really interesting time to me because I'm like, yo, like even, you know, growing up when I would you know, watch, I mean, I remember even like watching, if I could just throw a name out there, like Jameer Nelson and like Delonte West, you know, when they went, I think it was St. Joe's, was it? I think they went to St. Joe's. That's a college where like they weren't on TV every single day, but then you get to the turn. I mean, like even like hell, Steph Curry, when he gets to the tournament, he becomes Steph Curry. Before then, like yeah, he was averaging
for yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
like yeah, you can really make like a name for yourself. And you being a senior, you know, sometimes I know people have this stigma about, you know, seniors, like you stay off for years, the potential isn't you know, like isn't on the same. So I've had to steer that like this might be a draft where a lot of guys may slip through the cracks, and you may see like you know, second round picks that really should have been first round picks if they would have been like a normal draft situation, and they might end up, you know, first team, second team, all rookie. So I guess how do you feel about that? And also because how do you feel about the stigma of like seniors not having as much potential as a guy who's 19 years old?
I mean, I understand the people that come up with that theory, but as of me, I'm a kind of young senior. I just turned 22 on April 29th. So I should really be a junior, but I'm kind of a young senior also. But it is some seniors that come out at the ages between 24 to 28. And I guess that's considered an old senior, which I can see. But I mean, at the end of the day, hoops is hoops. So I mean, if you get the job done, you get the job done.
Yeah. And can you talk to me about your progression from your junior to senior year? Because I see here you were shooting 29% from three as a senior and go up to above 40%. Well, no, 29% as a junior, go to above 40% as a senior. So can you talk about, I guess, your mindset coming into your senior year, what you worked on in the summer, and how you got to translate to actual play? Because I mean, that's a 10-point jump in 3-point percentage. I mean, everything went up. The free throw percentage went up. So can you just talk about just, I guess, the mindset and how you got to translate to actual basketball?
Yeah, just my junior year going into my senior year, I just felt like it was time for me to take it up another notch. And I talked to my coaches and my parents about it. And we had a couple guys graduating, so I felt that I was going to be the leader coming into my senior role, and I was going to need to lead my team. So I had to just take it more serious my junior summer year to get the things and the percentages and all that up for my senior year, which I did, which I think worked out pretty good.
How many shots did you take per day?
You talking about per game?
No, like per day, like just
Oh,
like
you
in the
talking about
summer.
per
Was
day?
it like,
Like
yeah, was it like, would you
also,
take it 500 shots, 1,000 shots, 2,000 shots? Like,
oh man, I'll take about. Well, I ain't gonna say take make. I'm gonna say make. I'll make about 400 shots before class, and then go to class, and then after practice, I'll make another 200 shots after practice, and just keeping that routine day by day. And then even if I do want to come up after practice and make another 200 shots, I do that also on a consistent basis.
crazy. Thomas?
For me, I think my questions for you are, obviously this is going to be a tough, road for you as a draft prospect to be able to, not only to get drafted, because I think this honestly hurts everybody, including a guy like LaMelo Ball, who is the consensus number one pick, probably, by most people, because of the fact that even he can't go out and really prove himself in the combine. They can't really get a chance to see his athleticism. You're a guy that, has clearly made, upgrades across the board. So even if, let's just say, this hurts your chances of making the actual NBA, what are the, what are the paths that you're looking towards, in terms of alternatives if that dream isn't successful? Are you looking to play overseas? Are you looking to play in the, to try to make that run in the G League? Because I did see a couple, articles mention that you would potentially be a great G League prospect as well. And we know that now the NBA has a lot of two-way players as well. And you're also not a guy, as Pavy mentioned, that's coming in at 19 years old. So you probably will be, much more able to go into a locker room and instantly be able to, kind of gel with the guys, because you're not a 19-year-old. You're kind of a 22-year-old. You're able to drink and those kind of things versus like a guy like Kobe coming in at 17 and everybody else is in their mid 20s or 30s. It's kind of that fish out of water environment. What are you kind of looking at as your path if the NBA isn't kind of the first option for you?
For right now, I think my best second option would be that G League route. I feel like I can develop there and be around other guys who had that experience in the G League, and I could just rise up and learn a lot from those guys also. But if the G League doesn't work out either, then overseas, that'll be also a good option for me to have.
I actually know, a few guys that have played overseas and that genuinely enjoy it. Obviously, I hope you make it to the league. I want you to make it to the league. I want to be able to say, hey, we talked to Lesley Varner Jr. the second in 2020 before he won them MVPs in that All-Star game and in the All-Star game MVPs and all of it. So and also the other question that I have for you is personally, like, as a young person today, and I'm not going to ask you to kind of get, dive into your full thoughts about Black Lives Matter and all of that stuff, because I don't personally think that that's kind of what we invited you to talk about. But as a young person, what are your thoughts on everything that's going on in the world, and how do you feel as an athlete? Because you're one of those guys that has hit a game winner. So, you know how it feels to bring joy to people in clutch moments, and how, sports can, bring people together and galvanize people and bring them together. What do you feel, sports, in terms of people wanting sports to come back? How do you feel about that? What do you think about that as kind of a young person living in today, and also a person that is someone that entertains and, and is doing the thing that everybody is going to watch?
Mhm. Well, first, I think as far as Black Lives Matter, people should continue to bring a focus to it, just to make sure that we get that love, that everybody else is equal and no one's put above the next person. And also, just with as far as being an athlete, I feel like that we should put the focus on it. We shouldn't just let things go hidden under the rug, and we should speak up about it, but do it in a respectful manner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. That was as eloquently and as concisely as you can put it, and
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Seriously.
Yeah.
But now let's go ahead. Now we're ready. We definitely appreciate you for talking to us about what. Actually, this is another thing. This is another thing I really want to talk to you about. What is the transition like from a guy that is a high school athlete into the college experience, when you know that you aren't necessarily instantaneously going to be a first round draft pick? How is that experience? Are you more so playing for your scholarship, or are you, kind of, how does that work? Kind of what's that life like for a guy that isn't coming into a Duke or coming into any college and looking at being an NBA prospect year one, that knows that they will have to grind and work their way to become a draft prospect like yourself?
Well, I don't really know about for how other people think about it, but the main thing how I thought about it, I just loved it because I just had that chip on my shoulder and felt like, okay, I'm gonna just prove everybody who slept on me wrong. And then as far as just keeping that same mindset for when I do make it to that level.
Okay, I respect that. I respect that a lot.
And also, moving towards, thinking about the NBA, just I guess, can you, tell everybody, I guess, who some of your influences were basketball wise growing up, and some of the guys that you are really looking forward to, getting a chance to compete against at the next level?
Oh, one main dude I used to watch a lot and still do is Jamal Crawford and Kevin Durant. I just study their moves day by day. Even when I'm just watching them for entertainment, I still just look at their feet work and see how they got that shot off or see how they did that move to get that defender to go this way. And those are the two main guys.
How happy are you to see Jamal back on the team, especially after like the year of him just being sitting out? I think he has 31 in like the month of April last year. Had like the 50-point game and then doesn't get picked up. Finally gets picked up by Brooklyn. How happy are you to see that Jamal's back in the league?
Oh, I'm real happy for Jamal right now. Just seeing that he gets to just have joy in his life and play that game that he loves and everyone else loves.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But let's go ahead. Let's hop into it. You said you want to talk some NBA. So I want to go ahead. I want to kind of hop into it immediately because when I was watching this press conference yesterday, and then I saw the tweet about it, I was like, what is going on? Ben Simmons has moved, or at least their coach has moved him to the power forward position in their lineup now, and now Shake Milton, who gave the Clippers
I will never forget the Shake Milton game. I will never forget the Shake. It was 38, right? Yeah. I will never forget the Shake Milton game.
I was there in person. Shake was shaking and baking. He was shaking and baking that game. Kawhi didn't even want none. Shake was out there going crazy.
You will never forget the Shake Milton game.
What are your thoughts, Lesley, on moving positions, and how do you feel? Because obviously you're a guy that has probably done a lot of your, kind of growing in terms of how some guys come into the league and do their growing. So you're probably where you are. Did you have to go through a position change as you've come up, and what's that like going from position change to position change? Because Ben Simmons spoke about it, and I'll play it after you speak about it, in terms of kind of he feels as though it's just basketball and people kind of will learn their positioning on the floor. How do you feel about it?
Man, I feel the same way. I didn't play every position as this standpoint of my life right now. When I was younger, I was a little taller than most people, so I played the 4 position. And then when I got to high school, I hit a big growth spurt, and I was stuck at the 5 when our center got hurt. So I was going against guys like Marquise Bolden, who was in our district, and things of that sort. And also in middle school, I played the 3 role. And then when I was a freshman, I played actually a point guard at the school I was at. So, I mean, you just gotta. It helped me because I just learned different aspects and the way different positions work on the court. So when I am playing my original position, that I just get to know how the other positions are thinking and moving at that point in time.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Pavy, how do you feel about Ben Simmons switching positions?
I mean, I think Ben Simmons played power forward in high school, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a power forward in high school. I mean, it's not like he won't handle the ball anymore. I think the idea is. I think the idea in general was when you drafted, Markelle Fultz was to have 2 ball handlers. So I think the point of putting, I guess, Shake in the starting lineup. I mean, I don't know what Shake has shown over these past couple of days of practice, but obviously he showed him something. And I mean, even you can see it
about practice. I think every coach, including Frank Vogel, who mentioned today that he's learned and gotten better from just spending all this time off watching tape. And he feels as though the changes and decisions that he's going to make to improve the team is going to make them better. I think Shake personally this year has shown me enough to put him in that position, because the biggest problem that the 76ers have been facing this year is that when the play breaks down and Ben can't shoot anymore, or he's out there on that 3-point line, there's no one that can create a shot out there other than Josh Richardson. Tobias Harris is not really a shot creator from the perimeter, more like a mid-range guy, corner type of guy. He's not that guy. Josh Richardson is not that guy. Shake don't give a damn. I watched Shake Milton go out there against Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and the Los Angeles Clippers and drop 38 on them on like a Saturday afternoon, and he did not care.
Sunday afternoon at noon. It was a Sunday on primetime TV at noon PST, Los Angeles time.
Exactly. So Shake don't care. But I'm gonna play this Ben Simmons clip, and we'll hear Ben Simmons talk about changing positions.
How has Al really responded to really kind of playing more with, like, say, the second team, considering you kind of been the power forward with the first team and Shake has been the point guard? How has Al really responded to that?
He's a player. He just plays. That's all of us. Once you put us out there, it's just basketball at the end of the day. I don't think guys are worried about too much with, the positioning names or anything like that. At the end of the day, you just got to play.
All right, I'm going to say this now, and I want everybody to know that I said it. Ben Simmons, I told y'all he was going to be better than LeBron. He's still going to be better than LeBron. But, I think the difference between him and LeBron is he is going to be a much, much better defender than LeBron, and I think that instantaneously puts him at the number 2 power forward. I personally think Ben Simmons right now is the number 3 power forward in the NBA. I think he's the 3rd best power forward in the NBA. When you slot him in at power forward, you cannot name 3 other power forwards better than him. You're going to name Giannis, and you're going to name Anthony Davis. And if you name LaMarcus Aldridge, I'm throwing my computer, my phone, my laptop, my camera.
Somebody might say a healthy KP. Somebody might say a healthy KP. Somebody might say a healthy KP.
A healthy KP can't defend like him.
He can, but he can rim protect. He can rim protect, but he can rim protect.
Yeah, but he can't.
He can rim protect.
He's not a great man-on-man defender.
No, but again, he can rim protect.
So Ben Simmons already is the 3rd best power forward in the league. I've been seeing him splash that 3 in practice, but it's fool's gold because he's not going to shoot that in the game.
Yeah.
He's not going to shoot that in the game. The 76ers, you can stop decoying us when you post about Ben shooting threes.
I'll be saying practice. The same thing.
Exactly. We're not shooting no threes. Get out of here. Literally, when I saw that man throw the fish away with his wrong hand, I was like,
with the wrong hand.
Like, bro,
the fish hit the ground. Didn't even go back in the water.
Like, look, I got mad. Ben Simmons, if you ever watch this or if you watch this, I got mad respect for you, for your father. But that man did you a disservice by telling you to use your offhand to shoot with and to do everything with. I get it might have made you ambidextrous, but you look foolish out there. But I still think Ben Simmons is without a doubt 3rd best power forward in the NBA right now. And I think if you're arguing that, show me both sides of the ball, both of the stats. And if you're not arguing on behalf of defense, I don't want to hear it because man-on-man defense in the NBA, you can't name 5 defenders in the NBA better than Ben Simmons man-on-man. And honestly, this year to me, other than Jonathan Isaac, Rudy Gobert, Anthony Davis, and Giannis, and Brook Lopez too, Ben Simmons has been right there every game, and he takes the other team's main option usually on the perimeter and neutralizes them, which is also the scary part for them because if Big Al is coming off the bench, that's a crazy bench rotation that you have, and you now have a guy that can steady that bench lineup. And I think what they just gonna do is just run Embiid and Simmons in more of a traditional style of offense, and just let Shake, Josh Richardson, and Tobias stay on the perimeter. Put Ben and Embiid up close and let them do what they do. And unless Ben is running up court full speed ahead, throw the ball to Shake. Let Shake make a play. We're going to set up a play for you. See if you can get something easy down at the rim, big fella, and have Embiid float to the three-point line and shoot some threes. But I think that this is a great sign for them. Let's go ahead. Let's move on to some bubble talk. 2 weeks into the bubble, everybody seems to be enjoying themselves. A couple people have, caught corona and had to quarantine themselves or whatever. We've had a couple people cross the line to get some Del Frisco's or some whatever they wanted to get from Postmates and had to go back into immediate quarantine. So what are your thoughts on the bubble? They're 2 weeks in. Lesley, how would you feel about potentially playing in the NBA bubble? Because honestly, that might be the way it's going to be for the next 2 years.
I wouldn't have no problem at all playing like that. I feel like it's the great thing to do. Give everybody, the fans, what they want to see, and just stay healthy while doing it.
I like that. Well, obviously, I'm sure you play AAU ball. You've been in, high school, college. Do you, obviously when guys get to the league, that environment is gone because now you're kind of solo and you are an entity in the league and you move how the league wants you to, and you got your own people, your own handlers, all that stuff. How do you think these guys are handling it from kind of having to go back to that old? Do you think that this experience is going to make teams and guys closer? And also, do you think that it'll create some tampering in the NBA? Do you think some guys will be forming alliances right now?
I think for the most part, I feel like it'll make everybody come closer because they see like who the real the fam is. We work hard day by day. These my brothers, so I'm on the front line with them day by day.
Yeah. Do you think? Yeah, go ahead, Pavy. I'm sorry.
What about the play aspect? Like just not having fans there. I guess how big is that? Especially when you talk about home court advantage, not home court advantage, free throw line. Like how big is that for you? Home court advantage and just the fans.
Man, that's major. I can't even lie. That's so major.
Really?
I can just remember being in. I can remember just being in the college game right now. Just me hit 2 shots back to back, heating up a little bit, and the crowd just getting involved. Like, okay, I see you, Varner. I see you, Varner. And you just feeding off of that energy and just may hit another 2 or 3 in a row, but that's big.
So where do you create that energy now that there are no fans? Like, is it, on maybe the bench more, like the bench to hype, guys up, or is it on, you to maybe engage and hype yourself up, I guess talk trash a little bit more? Like, how do you recreate that same energy without, the fans, being behind you?
Oh, I feel like that energy will solely come from the bench, honestly. I feel like the players will just have to get more hyped when just little things happen on the court, as far as the guy diving on the ball every time. Just the whole bench got to get off the benches and just get rowdy.
I'm actually kind of excited to see it. One, I think you'll see more sharp basketball because you can't really not hear a call. Because as in like not hear like a defensive call, you can't really hear it. Like even if somebody calls the play, everybody hears the play and like everybody already knows the play. So I think you'll get sharper basketball, and I also think that certain situations where people call it choking, like somebody going to the line and missing 2 free throws because like the crowd is so loud. I don't think you get that. So I actually think some of these games might actually be harder to win because everybody has the same circumstances, as opposed to usually you have travel, somebody staying at the crib, you stay at the hotel. Now all the playing surfaces are for the most part even, unless injury happens. And I think it actually I think that this championship, like I've heard players say that there's no asterisk behind it, that this will be probably one of the hardest things anybody has ever had to do. Do you feel the same way, that like this will actually probably be a harder championship to win, or games will be harder to win?
Yeah, I feel like it will be a harder championship to win because there's adversity in tech now. So whenever adversity hits, it's gonna make the obstacle harder. So yeah,
that makes sense. TPJ.
I like that a lot. I think that that's one of the things that I've been looking at, for these players in the bubble, is how just how calm they also look, but also how different their routines are, right? With us covering the LA Clippers, I get to see Kawhi Leonard up close at least 3-4 times a week. So you kind of get to see his habits, especially because we're seeing him on the basketball court. I get to see his basketball habits as well as his actual personal habits. And if you've been around Kawhi, you know that he actually is a talkative guy. He's very funny. He makes a lot of jokes, but he's not a guy that's a loud guy. He's not all over the place. Even when after the game, if he comes back and sits by his locker, he usually is talking to one of his teammates, but he's not like a Patrick Beverly where when he come in, he damn near barking.
Yeah, everybody hear Pat when he come in the locker room.
Literally, everybody and their mama hear Patrick Beverly when he comes into the locker room. So, Kawhi ain't that kind of guy, but even seeing the footage of him practice, usually when Kawhi is practicing, there are 6 people on the floor with him. There's like 2 taller coaches that are probably like 6'7" to 6'9". There's a smaller coach that's like helping him to rebound and pass him the ball. And then there's another female coach usually that's also helping to rebound and pass the ball. And then also another coach usually might be there to like help set screens for him, down low, or when he's driving to the rim, kind of trying to create those lanes for him while one of the larger defenders is guarding him. I'm seeing him with literally just one guy on the court, one trainer throwing him the ball, hitting the same moves. I think that from a repetition standpoint, guys are going to come back a lot smoother. But I think the problem that's going to really mess a lot of guys up is the physicality of the game. Because I think that when it comes back, guys won't be used to that level of physicality without like that extra adrenaline rush that you get from the other circumstances of everybody being there. You know what I mean? Like when they start the game now, it's not even 10,000, you know, usually at a Clippers
Yeah.
game, 10, 15,
Yeah,
12,000
people out there.
It's going to be like 50 people there. And they going to be reporters, so they're not going to be cheering and clapping. Yeah, they're going to have some music or whatever, but it's not going to be the same thing. So I think guys that are going to be, you know, spot up shooters, I think they're going to have the games of their lives during, you know, this tournament, which is actually, I think old LeBron would probably fare way better in this tournament than new LeBron, because I think new LeBron is a couple steps slower, so he can't attack to the basket as fast as he used to. But if we talk about Cleveland LeBron 2-3 years ago, where he was still on that rampage and could get to the basket at will and attack like that, them open shooters, JRs, the Corvers in their heyday, they would be eating right now. Yeah. But now, I don't know, man. They better hope Danny Green play well, because we see what happened with Danny Green sometime in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we see that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But Lesley, we really, really appreciate you for joining the program. Please let the people know where they can find you at on the internet. Let the people know a little bit about yourself before we get ready to get you out of here and continue on with the show. We definitely appreciate you for coming through and talking basketball. You are welcome to come back and talk basketball with us anytime you would like. You know, we definitely appreciate it. And I wish you the best, and hopefully I'm watching you on TV one day, and when we send you that DM, you better respond. Don't get Hollywood on us. I'm gonna pull up the tape.
No, I want to thank y'all for having me. And my Instagram is just Lesley Varner II, and my Twitter is at Varner VARNER Louis LOUIE. And a little bit about me is just, I mean, I'm just a kid grew up in Dallas, Texas, Cedar Hill, and I just love to hoop. And also I have a brand out right now called SOTL, Slept On Too Long. And that's another thing I'm working on, just when I find a future home right now in the league.
All right. Hey, please do us a favor. Send us some links to your brand. And if it's online, we'll make sure we post it on our YouTube community so that way our fans can go and see it and check it out. I love the fact that you are already thinking beyond basketball. Thinking beyond basketball. You already let me know that you're going to be a huge success and no matter what you do. So I definitely wish you the best, Pavy. Final words?
Yeah, man. Just thanks, man. Appreciate it, and you know, wish you the best. And yeah, I hope the draft process goes great. And yeah, man. Just thanks for coming on.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you,
All righty. We'll get up with you later. Thank you.
All right,
my guy.
All righty. So let's go ahead. It's time.
Oh shit.
Let's get into it. Now it's time to turn up. Shout out to Lesley, great guy. I'm sure the fans are probably like, we don't know who he is, but that's the point. You will know who he is, and I have faith in that young man. And even looking at, you know, what people were saying about him online, I think that he can easily be a guy that, based upon what they're saying, they're calling him a 3-and-D guy.
No, guys will. I was even looking at his stats. Yeah. He averaged 1.5 steals and jumped his 3-point percentage up 10% to 40%. If you can jump your 3-point percentage up 10%, and you probably coming back as like the number one option. So it's not like you getting the shots and ain't nobody paying attention to you. You probably the main one that people looking at it. And also, I was watching film. A lot of that stuff was off the dribble. It wasn't like he was just spot up shooting. So if he can, you know, maneuver and create his own buckets, he seems, you know, 6'8", nice size, so he can, you know, guard guards, maybe even guard a wing, put on a little bit more weight. He'll be fine. I just think that for a guy like him, it sucks that the college tournaments, you know, didn't happen this year because he plays in the WAC. So it's like, you know, that WAC don't come on TV. Yeah. Like the WAC doesn't really, that don't happen. So it's like you get in the college tournaments, you get online broadcasts, but in the college tournaments, everything comes on TV. Like they'll even have like the Big Sky Conference that will even come on TV. It'll be on ESPN too, but still it'll be on TV. I remember growing up, that was how I would learn about like the Courtney Lees, the Rodney Stuckeys, you know, guys that played in these mid-major conferences. I would learn about these guys because I was a kid and I would just put on ESPN too. So it sucks that you don't have it, and you get a chance to maybe, you know, win your conference and you get an NCAA tournament. You don't know what happens. You may have had a game of your life against Duke. And even if you lost, you had the game of your life against Duke. Yeah. In front of everybody. Yeah. So now more people know who you are. So like it sucks for like, you know, a guy like him that, you know, who you know, didn't go to North Carolina or Duke, you know, Kentucky, and wasn't on TV 10, 15, 20 times this year, that he didn't get that moment, you know, to have that college tournament, because that's where so many of those guys shine. Even like a Steph. Steph ain't Steph without the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, literally.
If the tournament don't happen, I don't even think Steph declares. If the tournament don't happen, Steph probably goes back for his junior year, and maybe he's a mid first round pick. He ain't getting picked top 10 without that tournament. He get in a tournament, he becomes Steph Curry, and he's a Steph Curry that you know and love today. So it sucks for a guy like him that he didn't get, a chance to perform in front of the world on that stage.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely does suck the fact that he couldn't, that he wasn't able to do that. And even just seeing him, hit that game winner, as you mentioned, opportunities like that on a national stage create a much larger wave. You can create that's the difference between, that's also kind of the best part as you were speaking about of these tournaments is, and I'll kind of put it in the proper analogy, right? When you're just in one of those things, those low-level colleges, those mid-majors, you can create small waves on your own. But the tournament and the national spotlight can create a tidal wave and a tsunami to where you can actually come through and cause enough damage to enough people that people are paying attention to what you're doing. Because every guy that's had a big tournament against a big school and eliminated that school, early on, is going to be remembered.
CJ McCollum.
Yes, exactly.
CJ McCollum. When I think it was Lehigh came and beat Duke. Yeah. I think like Lehigh was the 15th seed. They beat the number 2 seed. Somebody got to get drafted. somebody at least got to get some consideration at least for doing that. Especially if you was the guy who came out there and you were clearly the star on that team. You go out there and drop 20 in that game.
Yeah.
I remember even watching Murray State last year. And I cut on the TV for Ja, but as I'm watching the game, I'm like, yo, they got some other guys. They got some other guys that could actually make the NBA. And I think one of the guys, I forget his name, but he's a top 15 prospect. But like me even cutting on that game, I was like, yo, it's not just Ja that's good on this team. They got some other NBA level talented athletes. But I would have never known that had like that, got in the tournament. Even a guy like Ja, I would have, even him having that triple-double, I think it was, in the first game he played in like the tournament, it solidifies like, oh, no, he's good. Like, it's not just he doing this against SIU. No, he doing this in the tournament against Marquette. Yeah. Oh, no, he good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it definitely sucks for him that he doesn't get that moment. And then even like the draft combine, like you're right. Even a guy like LaMelo, like, yeah, he might go number 1, but he can't solidify it.
Yeah.
He can't solidify the fact like, nah, I am the best player. Right now, it's all speculation. And you got to watch his, Australian tape. He can't go into one-on-one workouts and have a workout for, the Boston Celtics and be like, yeah, nah, I don't know why I said Celtics, but, the Knicks and be like, nah, I'm that boy. I'm the number 1 person in the country. Don't look at nobody else. You may as well shut down all workouts. You taking me number 1. Nobody gets a chance to do that. So everybody looking at, speculation and looking at what they did in college, which sucks for these athletes. But I think the good part is you'll see a lot of guys who were maybe second-round picks make big splashes next year because they're guys that maybe should have gone mid-first round, but because they didn't get, the eyes on them, you might see a team like, I don't know, like who's a team that's good right now? You might see a team like the Lakers, I don't know, somebody who normally wouldn't get a chance to get a good prospect, end up getting a really good prospect that could come in and like help the team immediately because of the fact that this was a weird draft.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. And that's also one of the reasons why I was interested in hearing his thoughts on the bubble, because this is, essentially this is going to be his life. You know what I mean? And obviously I would hope that he wouldn't be like, oh man, I would hate to be in the bubble, because that would just be a bad answer.
That'd be a terrible answer.
But even the confidence in which he spoke about things, and even the manner in which he spoke about things, you can tell that he is not a young kid. In terms of like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old fresh out of high school. You can tell that he has some season to him. So, the fact that even, guys are, snitching and doing all this other stuff, let's actually talk about that. Because Montrezl Harrell actually.
Real quick. Go ahead. Real quick, I want to say this. I also think college gives you a certain level of maturity. Even when he said, like, I wake up, make 400 shots before class. Come back after class, get up 200 more shots. That's what you need to get better in the league, because nobody's going to make you you have practice, but after you got practice, you can go do what you want to do. You grown ass man. If you want to go and drink and smoke the rest of the day, who going to stop you? So you the one who has to tell yourself like, yo, I want to get better. Like, I want to go to the, facility early. I want to go, before practice and get up and make 400 shots. And then maybe I want to stay late after practice and get, however many shots. Like they'll give you the tools, but they're not gonna make you use them. Same thing with college. They'll give you the tools. So it's like the fact that he was going up in there and he, improved his shots because like, I need to be able to improve my percentages. And you go in there and you make 400 shots and you go come back and make 200 more. Like that's the dedication that you need. And I think that's something that college helps you with. That if you're 18 years old, you can't even when Kobe talked about it, like the reason why he wanted to go to the NBA was because if he would have went to college, he couldn't have even put in the level of work he wanted to put in because you have to go to class. Like you can't just like not go. Like you have to somewhat go to class. So it's like, I want to go to the league so I can make this my life. So I have to do nothing else. Like I can wake up at 9 p.m., go to my facility and get some shots up.
Yeah.
But like that's the dedication that you need to not only make the NBA but stick around and have a very, very long, prosperous NBA career.
Yeah, and I think that the bubble will be good for guys to hone in on those types of abilities. But let's go ahead. Let's move on. Let's talk about snitching in the bubble.
That conversation was hilarious.
First off, I want to play this clip from Montrezl Harrell.
No, play it from Doc, bro. Doc's comment was the funniest part.
I didn't hear Doc's comment today. I'm not even gonna lie.
Doc said, yeah, I'm gonna call the. He said, yeah, I'm gonna call the hotline on Braun. I'm gonna call the hotline on Pop. I'm gonna call the hotline on Giannis. Ain't gonna be nobody left by the time I'm done. He just made a joke about it. He was like, nah, like I mean, I think it's needed, but I don't think guys are gonna be too much using that. But it was just a joke that he made.
They say they've been using it already. But let's go ahead and let's hear Trev. Shout out to Miriam Swanson who writes for the OC Register and the LA Times.
Shout out Miriam.
She's a great reporter. She asked this question.
Hi Trez, good to see you, man. I'm doing okay. Hope you're hanging in. Looks like you're having fun fishing and whatnot. Yeah, right on. Hey, my question for you, I guess a lot of people have been talking about the hotline, and I wondered what your feelings are on sort of having a hotline to report things and whether you would use it or just kind of like what your thoughts are on that thing.
Come on now. Do I like I'm a player that has used that hotline? I haven't used that hotline, honestly. Teach his own, man. Whatever people try to do, it's up to them.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious, though. That man said, do I look like the kind of man that use that hotline? He's definitely not using that hotline.
Yeah, Trez not using that hotline, man. Trez not using that hotline, man.
I'm not going to put Trez out there, but it's a lot of these players that ain't been using social distancing. That's why they all snitching on each other. Because I'm seeing a lot of these guys on and actually, look, I like NBA Bubble Life, the account. But that account is a snitch account. Because
that account definitely the fake.
In front of the whole world. In front of the whole world, every single thing that they doing. I ain't seen nobody with no mask on NBABubble.com or Bubble Life or whatever that thing is.
Myers Leonard doing shotgun and beers every damn day. Like, bro, what? It's been shotgun and beers every damn day.
They do that in the league before. I mean, they used to be drinking during halftime.
Yeah, man, in the 70s, bro.
So they were still doing it.
Technically the 80s, because AI tell the story of the All-Star game. He said Mike was sitting in the coach office smoking a cigar before the All-Star game.
I can believe it, Mike.
Before the All-Star game.
Before the NBA Finals game, Mike was sitting in rooms with his goddamn security guard, smoking a cigarette,
eating pizza. Eating pizza, yes. Smoking a cigar and eating pizza before going out to win a pivotal Game 5. The Utah Jazz should be ashamed of themselves. Yeah, he didn't even have a good meal. He ate pizza and smoked cigars all night. Sick.
Yeah, that's sick. Why he got, I'm sorry, poisoned by the
Poison,
mob.
Yeah, poison.
That's why he got poisoned by the mob.
But yeah, but it is very interesting to hear both of the players of both leagues, not just the NBA, but the WNBA speak about the bubble. I really haven't heard any for the most part complaints about it. Everybody's like, the league is doing the best they can. Doc even said, I feel safer here than I do in the outside world. And just that the league is doing their best to accommodate them. Obviously you would, rather the guys who have families rather, be with your families, but at least you in Disney World. That's great. I don't know. I don't know.
Ready to go.
I don't know, but even still, I
guarantee you, it's about at least 40% of these players voted to go back and play because they did not want to be at home with their family no more. They was like, hey, I'm good.
I gotta raise the kids. You get me out of here, G.
G,
I don't even like my
on,
wife.
I gotta get back on the road, G.
I don't even like this woman. I don't even see.
I gotta see my guma, man. I gotta get up. I gotta
get up out of here, G. I gotta get up out of here.
I
But
can't
nah, I
see
mean,
my side pieces.
but nah, seriously, like, you get to go to Disney World or the Del Frisco's every day, like order Del Frisco's every day and play basketball. As long as you can stay safe and like, you know, there's no major outbreaks. Like, there are way worse situations that like you could be in. Way worse. Like, Z, you get to go to Disney World and ride the rides, G, for every day, every single day for free, and then go back and order maestros to your room.
Can they go? No, they opened up Disney World. They can't go.
Yes, they can.
They opened it up again.
No, there are parts of Disney World that I'm pretty sure are sanctioned off just for them.
Yeah, but after that's 3 months of that. 3 months of that with no as Spencer Dinwiddie called it, LA
work. Okay. Look, when they get to the point that they can, the bubble will be fine.
They snitching though, because it's a slippery slope. Because you start off snitching about people breaking protocol to go get food. And then what happens once the women start getting
I'm telling you, what's going to happen, G? It's going to be before game 6. Some pivotal player going to fly at a girl. Somebody going to make that call like, hey, bro, get him out. Get him out. We need to win. Get him out. And like, look, it's all good right now until you get to the point where you can fly people in. Then it gets interesting.
It does, especially
because you're talking about a whole bunch of single millionaires. Hey,
somebody that we just spoke about on this show is one of the people accused of trying to fly somebody into the NBA bubble. So,
who?
I'm not gonna say who it is because we don't engage in gossip. But somebody we talked about on this show was allegedly following this girl on the internet, and now he is the person that supposedly invited her into the bubble, which made a national news story. But also, the funniest part is it's going to be so many amazing stories about how people snuck into the bubble. Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we just had to act like she worked at Disney.
The documentary, that's comedy. The documentary, hopefully.
Hey, I'm giving away free game.
The documentary, hopefully, that we get on this in, 2, 3, 4, 5 years is going to be incredible content.
Absolutely incredible.
And the fact that everybody has phones now, so it's like you can damn near shoot a documentary with your damn self if you really wanted to, keep it on your phone.
Yes, Matisse Stabule, he brought his film equipment, and he has been filming and uploading vlogs. I really would love to interview him, actually. I'm going to DM him. Matisse, come on the show, bro. But let's go ahead. I want to talk Lakers. Rajon Rondo is hurt. But before that, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play a clip from Alex Caruso talking about stepping into this role, and then I'll play a clip from Frank Vogel on the playoffs and what he needs to do going into the playoffs.
Rajon is going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. And in addition to yourself, what guys that you see in the backcourt, guys that haven't gotten to play as much that you think are going to be even more important, especially until Rondo gets back?
Yeah, so obviously with Avery gone, we were probably leaning more towards me and KCP trying to pick up some defensive duties as far as guarding the lead ball handler, start games, and we're still figuring that out and working that out. And now with Rondo gone, we're gonna have to do some more supplemental ball handling just because he ran point guard a lot for that second unit. So I'm expecting to do a little bit of that. Not sure if I'll do it 100% for just lack of time and not knowing how we're gonna approach it and how we're gonna satisfy the need. So obviously we got me, we got Quinn, we got other guys that can fill in and handle the ball and run the show. So whoever's going to be called upon is going to be ready to go. That's kind of been the theme for this team this whole year is whenever we've had guys down, whoever's been back up stepped in their spot and filled the role very well. So I think that's going to continue to be the theme. We're going to try and work in the new guys and see how they are. And then obviously the guys that have been here all year, we're going to try and do our part and step into his shoes.
Every night. As the playoffs get closer, how does that dynamic work? Is it harder to do that in the playoffs? Does something have to change in terms of creating more regularity in that spot with that output?
I really believe that,
our third option on this team with the many weapons that we have, our third option is the open man. The way we play, if we attack and just play for each other and share the basketball, we have more than enough firepower that it's almost a benefit to not have it be one guy that a defense can zero in on. The way you play in attack mode, where it can be.
I'm sorry. What?
It makes sense.
Man said our third man is the open man.
Makes sense.
You do good, dope.
Makes sense. It makes sense.
The Lakers are in trouble.
It makes sense. I think that the Lakers, I do agree with you
the Lakers are in trouble. They are headed for murky water, and the Clippers are Jaws. And that's going to be the name of this. The Clippers are Jaws. And Kawhi is coming.
Listen, I think the Lakers can work around Rondo, but I think that Rondo hurts for the simple fact of LeBron has to come off the floor at some point in time. And the thing that Rondo does do, no matter what you want to say, I think that Rondo is a person who settles the game down. Like, even if Rondo isn't scoring points in the playoffs, some things aren't going to happen when Rondo's there just because he has enough experience to not let them happen. It's like, okay, let me set up something down and call a play on this play. Even if we missed the shot, we're not missing some long three that's going to bounce out, and now we just had like a 5-point swing. Let's settle it down. Let's call a play. Let's run something. And with Rondo being out, I do think that you missed that. But I think the fact that you do have a Deion Waiters, you do have a J.R. Smith, you do have guys that can manufacture buckets. I think that you can offset it a little bit, but it's definitely going to be difficult, especially when you start playing against some of these elite guards. Like, let's say if Houston can get their team back together, a team like Houston, who's supposed to be guarding Harden and Russell Westbrook? The Blazers, who's supposed to be guarding Dame and CJ? Who's supposed to be guarding these people, especially with AB not being? I mean, Caruso. Like, I like Caruso, but Caruso. Like, I like Caruso, but I don't know how sure I am in Caruso though. Like,
Hey, Daniel Belts told me that he was gonna come up as big as Paul George.
I just don't know how sure I am in Caruso. Like, I have to see it with Caruso. Like, yeah, Caruso does these things where he's good with LeBron on the court. Like, yeah, that's great. But it's like, when do those lineups happen? Do they happen against other team starters, or is that when or do those minutes take place against other teams' bench? Now you come into a situation where you're gonna be playing against the starters a whole lot more. Yeah. You're gonna be asked to defend Harden or Dame, as opposed to you being asked to defend Austin Rivers or Anthony Simmons.
I mean, I think, but this is what I've been saying about. Can I just? Did the Lakers win free agency?
They were fine, but if you get fine.
No. Did the Lakers win free agency?
Win? No, but they were fine. They didn't lose it.
They didn't win it either.
They didn't lose it.
That was my whole point. When everybody called me blasphemous and they told me
no. You said they no. You said no.
They didn't lose it.
Free agency, bro.
They did. Because you signed back Rondo and you signed every Bradley and they ain't there.
Listen, any team, if you take 2 rotation players away, even the Clippers don't look the same. You take 2 rotation players away, ain't nobody gonna look the same. Especially one a starter and your backup point guard, you're not gonna look the same.
How many rotational players the Clippers got?
What? And if you take 2 of them away, you're not gonna look the same. Take away fucking Lou Williams and take away Reggie Jackson. I bet they don't look the same.
Lou Williams and Reggie Jackson, they gonna be all right.
No, they not. They not. They really not. No, they not. No, they not.
Yes, no, they not. They got Paul.
No, they not. No, they not. No, they not.
Senior,
no, they not.
Michael Green.
No, they not.
Patrick Patterson.
No, they not.
Patrick Beverly.
No, they not. No, they not. No, they not. No, they not. First of all, no.
Lost free agency, and y'all still don't want that.
No, look. First of all, you would lose some of the pick and roll that you had with Trez and Lou.
How long Reggie Jackson been there? Reggie Jackson played 3 goddamn games with the Clippers. Stop.
The reason I mentioned Reggie Jackson because you would have no point guard on the roster at that point. Both of your point guards would be gone. You would have no point guard on the roster. And what are they talking about in this thing?
No. It's coming later. It's coming.
But you would have
You don't even know what's about to happen. You don't even know what's about to happen. The next topic, it's about to go down. Go ahead.
You would have two of your point guards gone. So you have no point guards on the roster at all. At least when they, beforehand, you still had Lou, who is 6'2", so he's been playing the point guard position forever, even though he's been used more as like a 2 guard for the past, I don't know how many years, he still probably grew up playing the point guard position. As opposed to you have a team, if you take away both of them with no point guards, they would feel effects from that. So again, the Lakers, I think that they can work around it. Yes, I do.
Like Patrick Beverly ain't on the floor, and that's my problem with you.
Okay. He can't play 48 minutes. He can't play 48 minutes.
What do you mean?
If you take both of your backup point guards off the team, it's gonna hurt, G.
You still got Paul George and Kawhi Leonard running.
They not point guards.
It don't matter.
They not point guards, G.
They ain't use a point guard all goddamn season.
They still had two, G. They had Lou and they had Patrick Beverly.
Lou is a shooting guard. He is not a point guard.
No, Lou has been used as shooting guard, but he is small enough. That's like saying AI is strictly a shooting guard. Yeah, Lou has been used as shooting guard, but Lou can run an offense. Lou can set up an offense and make a bounce pass.
Yeah, but that's not the point. He's not a point guard.
He's a point guard.
He's a two guard.
He
is a two guard. Stop it.
He has been used more as a shooting guard. Yes, obviously, but he can play the point guard position. G. He is 6'2". I think he grew up playing point guard. He probably didn't start playing shooting guard until he been winning 6th Man of the Year award. And they were all like, oh shit, he better at just scoring the basketball. Even when he was playing in Philadelphia, he was playing point guard.
Look, I'm not gonna let you slide with that one, fam.
I'm just saying.
If they lose Lou and Reggie Jackson, they still should win a championship.
No, they shouldn't.
That's the point.
No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't.
You
have no point guards on the team, bro.
In a vacuum. If I tell you I give you a team.
In a vacuum, if I tell you I give you LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
Yeah, no way. I didn't stop at Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. I was gonna name a bunch of other people.
Okay, name them.
And you gonna name LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and then you gonna name Danny Green, and then I'm done with that conversation.
Danny Green, Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, Deion Waiters, Kyle Kuzma.
I'm done with that conversation. Who are they?
Good players?
None of those guys are better than Marcus Morris Sr.
Debatable. Debatable. I think Dwight Howard has been just as good this season. I think Dwight Howard has been just as good this season. What? You can't make an argument that the impact that Dwight Howard has made defensively this season ain't been just as good as anything Marcus Morris has done.
You do good, though.
You can't make an argument that the impact Dwight Howard has made defensively this season has been just as good as anything Marcus Morris has done. It's a real question.
Marcus Morris averaged almost 20 points this year.
And Dwight Howard been one of the best defenders in the NBA this year.
Off the bench in like 12 minutes a game.
Okay, and you was in New York taking all the shots and losing every damn game. You said Bradley Beal should be on the team. They were losing every game.
Bradley Beal is still better than Dwight Howard.
Bradley Beal is better than damn near everybody.
No,
every fucking body.
No,
that's why he deserved to be all NBA.
He
been better than everybody.
No,
he been better than a lot of people this year.
No,
he averaged 30.
No, he is not. No, he is not. Everybody say my volume low. You might be a troll. Get out of here. No, he is not.
All right, bro.
Oh shit. That's why my volume low. Damn. Why y'all ain't tell my volume's low? You ain't tell my volume's low though.
Yeah, I heard you. It ain't sound low to me.
Man, why you ain't tell my volume?
I heard you. It didn't sound low to me. I heard what you were saying.
All right. Thank you for letting me know that. Because I'm glad you just pointed that out. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for that.
I heard what you were saying. I heard every word you said. I didn't miss nothing.
I'm sorry if it sounded muffled the whole show. My bad, y'all. Damn. Oh, well. Damn.
I didn't miss nothing. I heard what you were saying. I didn't miss nothing.
Somebody said, I'm a Wizards fan, and I don't think this was an all-NBA season.
Matthew Moore drunk.
No, he not drunk. He just said he a Wizards fan. How you gonna tell a Wizards fan who been watching him?
Because I'm telling him he drunk. Because I'm telling him he drunk. Look at that.
His three-point shooting and clutch factor way worse than last year. No.
Because they're the worst team. Fuck you mean?
But so what?
This three-point shooting wasn't way worse. He went down like a couple
with a capital I don't want to hear that. Get out of here. You tripping.
What did I just click on? Oh, I clicked on news. I'm like, what the hell? This man's shooting better from three. Fuck is he talking about? Literally shooting the same. 35%. Literally shooting the same.
Yeah, but come on, man. Let's not act like
with more attempts.
But
with more attempts.
Yes, but let's not act like we don't know the difference between clutch shooting and three-point shooting than when you on a good team versus when you on a bad team. And
exactly.
And everybody's saying literally he had the ball more too. Exactly. So stop that, man.
Let's find his clutch stats.
Can you stop with this Bradley Beal thing?
Right, no, because let's find his clutch stats.
I need you to stop with this Bradley Beal thing. Bradley Beal is not third All NBA.
Question. Which one do we look up? You want me to look up clutch points? Points in the clutch? Points in the clutch?
Look at whatever you want to look up. I don't care. He's not third All NBA. He's not. He's not. He's not.
Where the fuck? Here we go. Players clutch tradition.
Huh?
See what happens. I'm looking. Players clutch.
Okay.
How many
All right.
in the clutch?
Somebody said, "Hi guys, what are your thoughts about Marcus Morris, Zoo, and Landry not being with the team yet?" Ernie, I have no thoughts on them not being with the team yet. I think that there are a lot of players that are not with the team yet. The season doesn't officially start, and at least the scrimmage games don't officially start until 7 days from now, meaning that they still have an entire week to get here and quarantine. I also think that no team will be taking these scrimmages seriously. I think these scrimmages will be, they're going to play a quarter and then they out. And I think that once we actually get to the games as of August and July, and August and September and October, you will see those guys. I think that they aren't there because of the fact that, why do they need to be there? I mean, I think they're all trickling in. I think the one thing I've noticed from all these media sessions is that everybody is coming in at their own pace, but also because other people have to actually go and they have to quarantine differently because of their circumstances. Because I believe the players have to quarantine for at least 8 days or something before they can even get there. And then once they get there, they got to quarantine for another blah, 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 and get COVID testing every day at the same time.
Is Zubac in America? By the way, Bradley Beal's clutch stats weren't great.
They weren't great. Exactly.
They weren't great.
Exactly.
They weren't great.
Exactly. Somebody said, "Do you think Fox should leave in free agency?" Of course, De'Aaron Fox.
Talking about De'Aaron Fox.
Yes, he's on a rookie deal.
He can't leave in free agency.
He's not leaving in free agency. He's on a rookie deal. It's not
can't
happening.
leave in free agency.
But
not letting him leave in free agency.
Let's get to that talk. I'm ready to have it. You ready to have the talk of the show?
What's the talk of the show?
Talk of the show is, if they were never injured.
Derrick Rose, come on, Derrick Rose. What are we doing here?
Between Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose, and Penny.
What are we doing here? Derrick
Rose got hurt though.
What are we doing here?
Derrick Rose, I'm sorry, and Russ got hurt. Russ got hurt. What are we doing here?
Who won MVP at 21? What are we doing here?
He gonna be better than Russ? Russ won MVP and averaged triple-double 3 years in a row?
Yes.
I don't know if I can say he gonna be better than Russ.
Russ won the fucking MVP after he got hurt.
Huh?
The fuck? He recovered.
Yes, he was.
He won it after he got hurt.
He had a minute. No, Pat Bev injured him with the meniscus.
He won MVP. He won it after he got hurt. He recovered. Russ is fine.
But what if he never got hurt? What you mean? He still missed the whole season.
DRose won.
What about Penny Hardaway?
He was 21.
What about Penny?
Okay.
No.
Penny would have been dope.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I'm stripping. Take your Bulls hat off and throw that shit across the room.
No.
And take that Rob
No,
McKinnon
I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not being disrespectful. They both have an MVP and one guy averaging a triple-double.
MVP in NBA history.
Huh?
Who was the young MVP in NBA history?
That don't mean he was going to be good after that.
I ought to throw this motherfucker.
No! Stop! I'm not hating on DRose because you know I love DRose.
He wasn't going to be good no more, G.
I don't know. No, that's not what I'm saying. We don't know how he developed, though. I think he a better offensive player now than he was back then.
So he wasn't going to get no better. Even if you say the MVP level, he won an MVP. If you say MVP level for 10 years, you know how good you are.
Russ won an MVP. Russ ain't been playing at MVP level for 10 years?
No. 4, 5.
You said you thought he belonged in the MVP conversation before this was over.
Before what was over?
Before the season was over.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Yes, he been in there. For 10 years? No. Russ been in the MVP conversation since KD left. And if you want to argue with me the year KD was hurt, I'll give you that one. That's it.
Come on, G. That's disrespectful to Russ, bro.
MVP 2013, 40 Russ it was MVP conversation.
I mean, his numbers was on
16.
No, but his numbers was on par with Derrick Rose's. I'm just saying. All
right, G.
If you ask me who my favorite, and actually, if they never got injured, I'm taking Steph Curry. Because he got injured.
I'm taking Steph
and
last.
he still got 3 of them things.
I'm literally taking Steph last.
Oh, pow!
Last.
Sway.
Last. Penny is better. Westbrook. Actually, no.
Penny better than Steph Curry?
Yes. If he never got hurt, yes. If he never got hurt, yeah. Talking about a 6'7" point guard who can do everything? Yeah. Hell, you talking about? Yeah.
You do good, dog.
Yeah.
You do good, dog.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm taking him last. In my personal opinion.
Explain yourself.
He's a 6'7" point guard that can do everything. He was fucking second team All NBA, but he was 21. Why I gotta explain myself? That's enough.
No, it's not.
Gee, he was the best point guard in the league, arguably when he was 21 years old in his second year.
You disappoint me every episode.
Arguably.
Every episode, you find a way to disappoint me.
Arguably.
You are wild.
Arguably.
Ah!
Second best point guard. He was the second best point, arguably the best or second best point guard in the NBA at 21 years old. At 21 years old.
All right, G.
At 21 years old.
All right, G. Come on.
At
Stop
21
it.
years
Stop
old.
it. Stop it.
At 21 years old. I'm not stopping at 21 years old.
You're ridiculous.
At 21 years
You're
old.
ridiculous.
At 21 years
So
old.
you telling me on this list you got DRose, then who? Then who?
Penny.
Okay.
DRose, then Penny.
Okay.
Russ, Steph. DRose, Penny, Russ, Steph.
That's terrible. Me personally, because I'm a DRose fan, I just think I think it's disrespectful to immediately dismiss Russell Westbrook in this conversation.
He was the MVP at 21 years old, bro.
I don't care. Russ averaged a triple-double for 3 years.
Fucking fine. He recovered.
I don't care. He still got injured. And they still could have went to the finals the year he got injured if he didn't get injured.
That don't mean you're gonna be a better
He don't have a ring now. He would have a ring if he didn't get injured.
Oh, they get hurt.
You told me that the Bulls would never be Miami.
No, I said they wouldn't be Miami. I didn't know.
Pavy, I swear to God.
Listen.
Stop. You gonna stop lying on. You got tape on this show. People been watching this show for 4 years. People have been watching this show for Jonathan McCoy. People have been watching this show for 4 years. You're gonna stop lying. You're gonna stop lying to the public. You're gonna stop lying to the public because you're lying to the public.
No, listen. I don't think they would have beat Miami, but 2014, 2015, the year that the Warriors won a ring, which is what I said on my long 40-minute Steph Curry DRose conversation. If DRose never would have got healthy, that was their year to win. They wouldn't have beat Miami. But if he leave and go to Cleveland, 2014, 2015, the Bulls got that. Because Jimmy would be coming into his own still. They still would have had Noah, and they would have had Dang, and they probably would have had Powell still. If it still works out the same and D-Rose ain't hurt.
Now look, I think D-Rose would have won a ring. But I think if Russell Westbrook never got hurt, him and Kevin Durant would have won one ring. And then not only would they have won one ring, but they would have gone to the finals at least 2 to 3 more times after that.
Okay, he gonna have no MVP award. Who's MVP? Who's
Yeah,
MVP?
Yeah, but I'm gonna get. Yeah, but actually that's not true because Kevin Durant can still leave after that.
Okay.
Oh, what you mean? Okay.
Okay. That's
what
dope.
You mean?
That's dope. Who is the youngest MVP ever? It's a fact. Who's the youngest MVP ever?
Who are both MVPs?
Who's the youngest one ever?
Who averaged a triple-double 3 years in a row? Who averaged 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 triple-double 3 years in a row? Exactly. Exactly.
Who is the youngest person ever to win MVP award?
And Russell Westbrook averaged a triple-double 3 years in a row, which is something Derrick Rose can never do. So stop disrespecting Russell Westbrook. You mad disrespectful, G. Is D-Rose 1A? No. Stop. Huh?
Ain't nobody besides D-Rose.
And Penny last on this list.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Because Shaq would have left, and who he gonna be playing with?
He was first all-team NBA when Shaq left.
And now, like I said, who he gonna be playing with?
Actually, no, he was third team when Shaq left.
Exactly.
Still,
Who he gonna be playing with? Who he gonna be playing with?
Nobody in balling.
Exactly.
Nobody in balling.
He wouldn't have been better. This
He would
list,
have been balling.
this list would have been Derrick Rose number 1, Steph Curry number 2, Russell Westbrook 2B, and Penny 4.
No, this Russ. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
This D-Rose number 1, Penny Hardaway number 2, Russ number 3, Steph number 4.
I'm not rocking with that. I'm not rocking with that.
Don't rock with it.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm clearly not. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous, G. You gonna stop hating on Steph Curry?
Stop hating on Penny Hardaway.
How you one of the greatest offensive players to ever play the game, and you sit up here talking to me about some damn Penny Hardaway?
Penny Hardaway could have been the same shit if he didn't get hurt.
He wouldn't have been one of the greatest offensive players to ever play the game.
No.
Penny would have been T-Mac on steroids. That's what he would have been.
That's one of the greatest offensive players fucking ever.
No, it ain't. It ain't better than Steph Curry.
Have you seen
It
T-Mac?
ain't better than Steph Curry.
It's a debate.
It ain't better than Steph Curry.
It's a debate.
No, it's not.
It's a debate.
No, it's not.
It's a smooth debate.
It ain't no debate.
It's a debate.
Wild as hell.
We're talking about a 6'8" point guard that can do it all.
How you just said he was 6'7" a minute ago? Now he's 6'8".
Penny Hardaway is.
You on some flight reacts? Gonna have this man be 6'9" in a minute.
7 point guard that can do it all.
Pavy reacts. That's what we needed to start a reaction channel. Just how you go back and rewatch some old highlights. Pavy reacts because you tripping.
Okay.
You tripping. You tripping. You tripping. You tripping.
Okay. You tripping.
You tripping. No, you tripping. You tripping.
Go pull up the Penny footage.
You tripping. Look at Steph Curry.
I look at Steph. Great
He
player.
got
Man.
2 MVPs and he was hurt.
That's dope. That's dope.
All right.
That's dope.
Nah.
Let my dog Penny never get hurt. Let my dog Penny never get hurt. Best
He wouldn't
PG
have
in
been
the
Steph
league.
Curry. He wouldn't have been Steph Curry.
He'd have been damn good.
He
Yes,
wouldn't
he
have been
would.
Steph Curry. Okay, fine. To round out the argument, if they never got injured, where would you think you would rank all of these guys in the NBA all time? That's what I want to know.
If they never get hurt,
where would you rank them top whatever all time? Nah, come on. Hypothetical, we know, but come on. This whole conversation's hypothetical.
D-Rose, I think you could realistically get to the. I think D-Rose could have been the best point guard ever. So if he's the best PG ever, I gotta go top 10. I think Steph will still be ranked where he's ranked, which is what, top 20.
What? Hold on, wait a minute. Whoa.
Top 20.
You thought D-Rose had been top 10 all time?
He won an MVP at 21. Who the fuck did that?
No, he would have been better than Magic. When you got Magic in your top 10?
When did Magic win MVP at 21?
He won the Finals MVP.
He won MVP at 21.
As a rookie, he won Finals MVP.
Playing with Kareem, when Kareem needed somebody to dribble the ball up court and give him the ball.
He still did it. You
D-Rose
can't take it away
played
from
with
him.
Carlos Boozer. And I like Carlos Boozer. But Carlos Boozer. I like Booze. I like Booze. Booze was a double-double machine in Utah. But let's relax. Relax. Let's relax, bro. Let's relax. Relax. And I like Carlos Boozer. But no. No. D-Rose won MVP at 21 years old. There's not another human being on basketball who has done that. If a man with MVP at 21, I can't help.
Keep talking. I gotta go to the
bathroom. If a man with MVP at 21 years old, I can't help but think he's probably gonna get better. I've said this many times. I think that D-Rose getting hurt benefited Kyrie Irving, benefited Russell Westbrook, benefited Steph Curry, benefited Paul George, benefited LeBron James, all of them. I think that Indiana was that team that slid in after D-Rose got hurt and PG elevated his status, before he had the injury, and they were the team that was taking on Miami. I think that after D-Rose got hurt, you started like pointing the lens at other point guards. Russell Westbrook pointing the lens at Steph Curry. I think LeBron went to 8 straight finals. I think that D-Rose getting hurt was, if you talk about the last decade, outside of, I think an argument could be made. D-Rose getting hurt was arguably the most important event in basketball outside of LeBron going to Miami of the last decade, even over KD going to the Warriors, because I think basketball history looks very, very different if D-Rose doesn't get hurt. We don't know how many MVP awards that man win. The man won MVP at 21 years old. 21 years old. Also, they drafted Jimmy Butler. You see who Jimmy Butler became. Can you imagine if Jimmy Butler and D-Rose become that together? if Jimmy Butler can still become the player that he became today, or at least some similar, or at least if Jimmy can become some similar to the player that he became today, and you pair that with DRose,
I know.
Can you imagine that?
All right. Yeah. All right. So go ahead. DRose top 10. Who else?
DRose top 10. I say Penny maybe top 15. Like I said, Steph Curry, I think top 20, and top 20.
Penny top 15.
Top 15. I say Steph top 20, maybe top 25, because I don't know if he has those same MVP awards if D-Rose don't get hurt. If D-Rose don't get hurt, I don't think Steph Curry got them MVP awards. So maybe top 20, top 25, and I think Russell Westbrook top 20.
Where do you have all these guys ranked right now? I mean, obviously D-Rose. Do you think D-Rose is a Hall of Famer? I think he is. I think anybody that wins the MVP is a Hall of Famer.
Yes, I think he is.
I don't think he's first
ballot. I don't think he's first ballot. I do not think he's first ballot, but I think he should make the Hall of Fame. You won MVP, and I think every other MVP winner ever is in the Hall of Fame. So I think he should. You can't. If you win MVP, you should make the Hall of Fame. So yes, I think he should be. Yes.
All right, I'm not upset at that. What about Westbrook? Where do you have him ranked?
Right now, I think I had Westbrook top 30.
Top 30, okay.
I think it was top 30 or like top 35 when I did my list. Top 30, top 35. I have Steph. I think top right now. I can say about 20 on my list. 20 on my list for Steph. Penny not really on there. D-Rose top 75, top 80.
Really? Okay. I'm not upset. I'm very glad you said that.
What, top 20?
I thought you wouldn't have him top. No, I thought you wouldn't have D-Rose top 100 in your all time.
Nah, he won MVP. I think that's what, but only.
I still think he's one of 100. I still think he's one of the top 30 greatest basketball players to ever pick up a basketball. I think. Look, I think if you're talking about career, does he have a top 25 career? No. But if we talk about top 30 people to ever pick up a basketball and us actually get a chance to experience them at near and actually you can. I mean, he probably wasn't at his peak, obviously. But even with that being said, I mean, if you look at his chart, it still starts like this. It's not like one of the people that like Giannis, where he slowly builds up the MVP. D-Rose is like this. So imagine if it would have kept going. You know what I mean? So even if it stops right here and you get an MVP and a couple conference finals appearances, I'm sorry. Derrick Rose has done more for basketball than Chris Paul to me. He has as a player, not as a spokesman or a marketer or a personality for the league, but as a player, Derrick Rose for me has done more for basketball than Chris Paul could ever do, and I think Chris Paul is in a lot of people's top 10s in terms of point guards.
Debatable. The reason why I would say it's debatable is because I don't think you get this whole Clippers way without Chris Paul, and I don't think that can go unnoticed. Especially
that's disgusting. They said D-Rose got a 0.9% chance of making Hall of Fame.
I don't care what Bleacher Report says.
Yeah, they're on crack. They're on crack.
No more. We don't care what Bleacher Report says. Bleacher Report,
like that Stephen A. Smith meme, is somebody smoking crack? Like for real? Because what?
We don't care what Bleacher Report says.
What? Get out of there. Yeah. We care about what HNB Media TV says. Yeah. What is Win Daily saying about D-Rose? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, shout out Win Daily. The thing
about
the
Spark Report saying about Elena Del Don not coming back from Lyme disease, but we're not gonna talk about that. But go ahead, continue.
Because I had a comment on that, but I'll save it for the Spark Report. What I say? Oh, I said the reason why I think that's debatable is because of the Clippers. I think that Chris Paul, I think Chris Paul's legacy probably is going to be what he did for the Clippers. He was the first person to give the Clippers actual validity. Like when he came to the Clippers became relaxed. Blake was there, yes, but then when they got Chris, listen, when they got Chris Paul, you was like, oh, they are actual basketball team now. With Blake, it was cool. They was throwing lobs. That was dope. Yeah, that was cool. But with Chris Paul, you was like, oh, they got a real chance to really win basketball games. Chris Paul was the one when he came to LA, changed the whole culture around of the Clippers. And I don't think you get this new era of the Clippers without Chris Paul's contributions to the Los Angeles Clippers.
I'm sorry, I'm not rocking with that. I think Derrick Rose won the MVP. Therefore, you're automatically remembered in the class with the people that are much above anything Chris Paul is at this point. There's no disrespect to CP3 because I've had my ups and downs as a CP3 hater, But ever since CP3 answered my question, when I spoke to him in person, he was nice to me. I said I wasn't gonna hate on the man, so I'm not hating on the man no more. He a top 15 point guard of all time, but I've always said that. He's just not top 10 to me. He's top 15. He's like 12, 13, but he's not top 10 to me.
Even though I think Chris Paul should have MVP and it's Kobe's MVP.
But shoulda, coulda, woulda. People say LeBron should have had DRose MVP, but guess what? He don't. DRose got the MVP. That's why you bringing it up in this argument right now. Go ahead.
Howard had an MVP actually, but there you go. The white stats were outrageous that year. Look them up. The white stats were outrageous that year, and he was probably the best defensive player in basketball.
Was that the year they went to the finals?
No, that was 08.
No.
But they still went out. But I still think the Magic was second in the conference that year. And also Dwight Howard.
It don't matter. It don't matter. You know who was first in the conference that year? Exactly. Derrick Rose.
I think Dwight Howard was probably the best defensive player in the league.
Come on,
shut up, Cat. I think if you want to say he was, and like his stats, it was like 22, 13, 3 blocks. It was wild. Just saying.
I'm not rocking with that. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's talk about your favorite team as we get ready to get out of here. Houston Rockets.
Everybody get healthy. And
no, come on. You've been talking all that smack all year long. Wait a minute. Harden is in the bubble now. Russ is not there. He'll get there.
We need Russ.
Hopefully he'll get there.
We need Russ. If Harden there, it's not gonna work. The hell is going? It's not gonna. We need Russell Westbrook. If Russell Westbrook and James Harden come back again, I think with the way that they play in basketball, especially if they can play a team like the Lakers, you see that they're really lacking perimeter defense now. I think that the Rockets could crack the Lakers. I really do. I think they could.
Not without Russ?
Without Russ, no. With Russ, yes. Without Russ, no. Without Russ, they can't do anything. Without Russ, they can't beat anybody. Without Russ, they can't beat anybody. Literally. Without Russ, God bless Houston. God bless Houston. And without Russ, it hurts because all the bad things in the world seem to happen to the Rockets, and I don't understand why.
You want to know why? Because Daryl Morey got that mojo on him. He do, and it's unfortunate. I think Russ and Harden, at this point in time, I hope that they both will, not only feel better, but also, be healthy. Because although, at this point in time,
Harden there.
I know Harden is there, but I'm talking about Russ. Russ still is not there. We don't know how
Harden
well
was probably out riding Lambos with little baby, like one day too many, and they was like, yeah, bro, you got to quarantine like a couple more days. You like, relax, bro, you can't leave with us yet. Literally, he was probably out riding Lambos with little baby. I'm not. He was probably literally out riding Lambos with little baby. G dead ass.
That's the name of this episode, by the way.
Harden was probably riding Lambos with little baby. And they was like, yeah, bro, you did that like too many days. You gotta like relax for like 3 more days, bro. Relax, G. Stay there, quarantine. We'll bring you in a little later.
That is hilarious. Harden was riding Lambos with Lil Baby. What?
You haven't seen the video of him riding Lambos with Lil Baby?
No, G.
It's literally a video of Harden riding Lambos with Lil Baby. You dead ass ain't seen it? You serious? It's literally videos online of Harden riding Lambos with Lil Baby mid-quarantine. He's riding Lambos around Houston with Lil Baby. He at the gas station with Lil Baby. He riding Lambos. This is fact.
I'm crying.
I didn't make that up. You like you thought I made that up?
Yes.
No, that's facts, G. Like Lil Baby has a bar that says, and when I'm in the HNB with Harden, and literally when he be in Houston, he be with Harden. This is not a lie. I did not make that up. That was not a joke. He probably dead ass was out riding Lambos with Lil Baby. Like 4 days too many, and they was like, yo, bro, relax. You ain't been quarantined, G. Go sit in the crib, bro.
No. They said he had COVID.
No, they didn't. No report was ever confirmed that he had COVID. That was some other. It was never confirmed that he had COVID. We don't know. Sam never tweeted.
Whoever them dudes is, they must be some insiders. They've been getting some inside scoops.
Who you talking about? That account that said
I mean
whatever.
Yeah, but they the ones who reported it.
Yeah, but it was never reported that he had COVID.
How do you report something? What does that
Sam's
mean?
never said nothing. The Rockets never said nothing, so I don't know. It's still speculation at that point.
I'm crying at this man Harden really out here riding
Lambos with Lil Baby. You thought I was joking? You found it?
Yeah, that's
put it in the thing.
I can't.
Oh, okay.
I can't download it right now, but that is absolutely hilarious.
Little baby.
I'm crying. This is hilarious. Shout out to Harder, man. I'm on the flow. I'm definitely finna make this to cover this episode. I ain't even gotta put no filter on this. Man, Harder is hilarious, bro. James Harden, top 5 funniest athletes ever. Bro.
It's my guy, man. Harden world, man. Harden world. But no, yes. But the thing about Houston is I think that this year and next year are their best chances.
Yeah.
Really this year. I think this year is their best chance to win. But next year as well. But this year and next year. And if it don't happen then, man, I don't even know, bro. I don't know what they gonna do. They might have to break it up. I don't even know who you trade. I don't know who you end up trading. Like, do you think?
I think you trade everybody, to be honest.
I think, yeah, maybe everybody, or you may think that, Russ has more longevity because you think that maybe he keeps himself in better shape than Harden. So maybe he has more longevity, so you end up trading Harden. But I think the break will also be good for Harden because I thought that even you could see Harden had a little bit of wear and tear on him. Like, I didn't know if he was healthy. I thought his style was a little bit hurt, and I thought he had some wear and tear on him. So I think the break will be good. I think the break will be good for everybody who had any type of nicks. And again, Russ is a guy that even with Corona, I think Russ been working out. Russ been keeping himself in shape. And, I think he can still even come back and jump right into it and be ready to go. Like, even with the virus, I don't see Russ being a guy who's going to come out and be, completely out of shape. I don't see that happening.
Yeah,
So
he was in shape. I think that's why he caught COVID because he was hanging around with Kevin Hart, trainer, and running hills and laughing and making Instagram videos and telling jokes and stuff. So, I think that's why he caught it. I think that the Rockets really this year, I'm getting real close to saying they're done. I really am. I think if Russ is not playing the first game, they're done.
If Russ can't play,
if Russ don't play in that first game, then they're done, bro. They're done.
If Russ can't play home, then
if Russ can't play, they losing the first round to the Thunder. And Chris Paul gonna get his revenge.
Hey, Chris Paul gonna gloat all around that.
Bruh, and also, if the Thunder win in the first round, I never, ever, 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 ever want to ever hear you mention James Harden's name again.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
The Thunder arguably have a better team than the Rockets without.
We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. You said that man was the MVP. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. This what we're not gonna do. This is what we're not gonna do. You not gonna sit up here and make no excuses for small game James.
Without Russ, have a better basketball team.
What about him averaging 40 and all that?
That's one man.
All right. He can't get out the first round.
If Russ
could Michael Jordan get out the first round with this Rockets team? Then I don't want to hear about it. Yes, he could. You're a liar.
Wait. Whoa.
Michael Jordan couldn't make it out the first round with this Rockets team?
I don't know. Who we playing?
Gee, 91 Mike, 92 Mike couldn't make it out the first round with this Rockets team?
Who is he playing? What team?
95 Mike, 96 Mike. I'm sorry, 96 Mike, 97 Mike.
No, hell no. Earlier Mike got a better team.
Yes.
91 Mike, sure. 91 Mike, sure. 97 Mike, you done lost your damn mind.
You're tripping.
Also, wait, who they playing?
It don't matter. If they playing the Thunder, he better win. If it was LeBron, he better win.
Okay, look. 91
If it was LeBron, he better win. Why does James Harden get a pass?
Listen,
why is James Harden get a pass?
Listen, let me backtrack that. If it's 91 Mike, if it's young Mike, and he play on the team, yes, he could win. Reason being is because Michael Jordan would also probably be the best defensive player on the court. If it's 97 Mike, hell no. That's not happening. They put up a great fight, though.
Somebody say any version of Mike. Somebody said LeBron and AD can do it with an ass bench even. Exactly. Come on, man. Stop
LeBron and AD, yeah. LeBron and AD, sure.
All right. Yeah, I agree. But you're not gonna sit up here and you're not gonna be disrespectful. Michael Jordan on any team in the NBA playoffs this year can get out of the first round.
On the Nets. Lie. Tell a lie. Look at the camera and tell a lie. Look at the camera. Y'all just swatting the shit out of your shit. Slaughtering.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where are the Nets in the standings though?
8th.
Hold on. Let me see.
Even the Raptors strapping G. The Raptors strapping Mike G. The Raptors strapping Mike. Strapping Mike.
No, they gonna play the Raptors in the first round. Give me Mike. Give me Mike. Give me Mike. Give me Mike.
No.
Give me Mike. Prime Mike. Give me prime Mike over the Raptors.
Put a boxing one on that man and it's over with, G.
Give me prime. No, how you gonna run a boxing one? We got Spencer Dinwiddie out there. And we got Jared Allen.
At home.
Oh, damn. Huh?
He not playing. He at the crib.
Wait a minute.
He not, you know that? That's why he was on FaceTime with Taylor Rooks. Dinwiddie not playing. You know how many Nets not playing, G? Half their team not playing. G. Jamal Crawford might smoke.
All right, G. All right. I'll keep it real, G.
He can smoke, G. They strapping Mike, G. They strapping Mike. I love Mike, but they strapping Mike.
Okay.
I love Mike. They strapping Mike.
On any Western Conference team.
Nah, it's not happening. They strapping the shit out, Mike. Western Conference team. All right. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Somebody said James Harden has more pressure on him than anyone. I think he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Oh my God, that's goddamn.
LeBron has more pressure on him than anybody.
Hey, Luke Kane, you on drugs? Stop doing them. Trailblazers Melo versus LeBron Lakers in the conference finals.
But if that happened in the first round, I really don't want to play Portland.
They'll be all right. I hope the Lakers lose to Portland in the first round.
It could happen.
And the Bucks still have a chance to win 60 games this season. Bucks have a chance to go 61-12. The Lakers only have a chance to go 57-14, which is also the reason why LeBron's not the MVP over Giannis.
Wait, what happened?
The Lakers have the chance to finish the season 57-12. I'm sorry. 57-14, and the Bucks have the chance to finish the season 61-12 if they win out for the rest of the season. That's also the reason why LeBron.
Let's just relax. Giannis is the MVP.
Low key, Mike on the Grizzlies beating the hell out of the Lakers.
I mean, yeah, because him and
Mike, Jaren Jackson, they going ham. And Valanciunas, work. Yeah. Low key, Mike on this year's Grizzlies from 91 to 98, they win in the ring.
Now you about to lie.
You put Michael Jordan on the Grizzlies? Put Mike on the Grizzlies, they win in the ring. Mike on the Grizzlies, they win in the ring.
Let Kawhi that man.
Uh-huh.
Let Kawhi see that man.
What?
Let Kawhi see that man. Mike ain't been guarded by Kawhi.
Nah. Michael Jordan on the 2016. I'm sorry. On the 2016 Grizzlies, maybe.
Yeah. Yo, no. 2016 Grizzlies. Mike and Tony Allen, that's the best defensive backcourt in the history of basketball.
That's
You're
hilarious.
not scoring.
But literally, Mike and Ja, Jaren Jackson, Jonas Valanciunas, and they still got Justice Winslow off the bench. And don't they have Jay Crowder? They got Jay Crowder? Or did Jay Crowder get
Miami?
Okay. Oh yeah, he did go to Miami for Justice Winslow. Yeah, we eating. They win the championship. I really think they could. Yes, they could.
No, they're not winning.
Kawhi can't guard Mike.
He can.
Not now. Not now. In 14, when he had LeBron frustrated because he was coming in the game. Yeah. Not now. Not now. No, he can't. No, he can't. That's a fable. That's a fable. That's a fable.
He's not gonna shut him down. He can guard him.
No, he can't. How?
They threw Gerald Wilkins on Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan shot 40%. You ain't got no comeback for that. Exactly. Gerald Wilkins and John Starks guarded Michael Jordan, and he shot 40% against New York. Now, he averaged a crazy amount of points, but he shot 40%. Exactly.
So how's LeBron supposed to beat these Clippers then? If it's just him and AD?
Exactly. I told you. I don't think Lakers can beat the Clippers. I told you that. I said that the whole time. No, they can't beat the Clippers. I told you that. No, I don't think they can. I think the Clippers can beat the Rockets. But I don't think that they can beat the Clippers.
You think the Clippers can beat the Rockets, but you think the Rockets can beat the Clippers, but you don't think the Lakers? Yeah, okay. Yeah. One too many brews. But all right, man. I guess, man.
Good episode.
This was a good episode, man. I enjoyed this episode, man. Really, really. Shout out to Lesley. For coming through. We appreciate him. It was really, really nice and refreshing to have a hooper on, but a guy that's currently hooping. You know, I'm still personally waiting on us to get that first NBA player, the first active NBA player. I don't care who it is. It could be Boban. You know what I mean?
I saw Boban in the club once. Shout out Boban.
Boban got to be big as hell. When I saw Boban had like,
I was like standing up on the table and like Boban was taller than me. I'm like, all right. I'm like standing. I'm like literally in a section. Boban's still taller than me. I'm like, all right, bro.
That's hilarious. Man tried to go one-on-one with Boban and still lost in the height. Yeah, how you know how tall you gotta be?
Tall as hell, bro.
You was probably hella in like in some place with a booth like 4 feet in the air. On an elevated platform.
Boban's still taller than me. I'm like, all right.
That's hilarious. But anyways, fans, make sure all of you all out there go right now and you like and you subscribe to this channel. This is Hoops and Brews, aka HNB Media TV. Make sure you go, you like, you subscribe, you watch the video. We also I have my own show. I have a Clipper show called The New Show in LA. Pavy's Daily Takes will be coming back as the NBA comes back. We got King Watch, which is an all Lakers podcast for all our Lakers fans. The Win Daily Show is now on youtube.com/HNB Media TV. We also have the For the Love of Sports show by Michael Razil on there. So we have a ton of shows, ton of content with the NBA coming. We cover the NBA. We are credentialed NBA members. We will continue to bring you highlights, press, and coverage of everything as the season unfolds. Make sure you like and you subscribe this video. As always, you can find me on Twitter at ReelTPJ. That's ReelTPJ. It's a film joke. If you don't get it, you damn dummy. Make sure you please don't drink and drive. As always, if you're watching Hoops and Brews, if you're over the age of 21, please drink in moderation. Don't drink and drive. If you're under the age of 21, you better not be drinking. Don't do it. It's wrong. You better not be fucking drinking. And as always, this show, co-star, stars, rap extraordinaire, Pavy. Go ahead, talk to the people, let them know where they can find you at.
Follow me on Twitter at Pavy World, Pavy World, all one word. My new project is out right now. I just feel like rapping. It's an EP. Go check that out. And I should be putting out another project in like a couple weeks. So make sure y'all look out for that and go check that out as well.
Exactly. And as always, please make sure you subscribe to us now on Patreon. These videos will go private. So if you want to find this video, be one of our lucky Patreon subscribers, and the episodes will go up 6 hours before everybody else. You can also chat with me and Pavy. We also have other content, as I said, on the channel, so make sure you support them as well. Subscribe to their Patreons. Check out their exclusive content. And as always, we appreciate you guys. And until next time, we will get up with you all later. We appreciate you all for taking the time to watch Hoops and Brews. Thank you. Please make sure you like and you subscribe. And until next time, we will see you later. Peace out.
Fresh like I just got a contract. Fresh like I just got a max. Roll up this, we ballin' to the max. Fresh like I got a contract. Moving through the city, we be going.